Hey everyone, Josh here from the Awkward Leadership School, and today I want to make a quick video about the difference between being real and being a jerk. So teaching people uh, how to be more authentic, how to be more real with others is a core part of what I do at the Awkward Leadership School. And I think one of the reasons why many of us hold back from sharing our authenticity or our vulnerability with people is some of us have learned to associate being authentic with being cruel or harsh. And I think that's because we've all probably seen examples of someone saying something really harsh and then following it up with, well, I'm just being honest, or, well, that's my truth. This kind of like posturing, defensive kind of thing. Um, so I want to argue that we can express our truth to other people in a way that is more caring, let's say, um, or less harsh. And I think there are two things that are really key for expressing myself authentically. One of them is something called owning my experience, which means that I am acknowledging my part in things and what filters I may be looking at this through. Um, I'm being humble in that way, that what I'm sharing is my truth, but it might not be the truth. And then the second thing is I'm sharing it in connection. I'm sharing it in such a way where I am open to learning about how what I'm sharing is going to impact you. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm necessarily holding back to protect you. I think that's maybe taking too much responsibility for the other person, treating them as fragile, or trying to protect myself because I can't deal with your disappointment. When we bring ownership and when we are open to how something may impact people, we can share difficult things with people if we're willing to let them have their experience, whatever that is. And then we come with the stance of, and let's work this through. Let's talk about it. Maybe there's some repair that's needed. Maybe the way I express something is a little bit messy and it requires me to kind of just stay with you in it to make sure that we're good, you know? So I think when we can share with ownership and we can share in a connected way, it really avoids the trap of thinking I'm being authentic when I'm not. It avoids the trap of vomiting my experience onto people, of being a bit of a prick. So, expressing ourselves authentically is kind of tricky territory, and I have a lot of empathy for those of you navigating those waters. But I hope that these tips are helpful for you to be able to feel a little bit more permission that what you're experiencing is worth sharing. Of course, in particular contexts and with the right people. And there's so much nuance to this. I'm going to stop myself there because there's so much more I could say about this topic. But I would love to know how this lands, what this brings up for you. I really like hearing about how I'm doing the thing, how my words are impacting you. Yeah, would love to hear from you, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, onward and awkward.